Nobody's honest, I promise. I move along through iconic idols and images of selling magic tricks now. I do my best to keep living, but really now, who am I kidding? I'm still a sucker for some tight jeans and it sells. And yes, I keep within reason, but every time I start sleeping, I wake up and then I'm stuck working retail. So I decided to try this idea I had invited inside my site, and then I figured out the details. I started pocketing cash straight out the register fast into my bank account. It worked out real well. I'd only work 2 days, but steady I stayed paid because I finally gave a raise to myself. I figured I'd earned it to washing dishes for these corporate bitches so long that it was a sickness. I spent my life in the kitchen, an entry-level position, and so I told them I'm living, but never got too specific.
Dirty skin deep, my ugly comes from the soul. Trouble comes from the soul. Dirty skin deep, my ugly comes from the soul. Comes from the soul. Comes from the soul. Dirty skin deep, my ugly comes from the soul.
I'll never ask you a question unless I'm interested in the answer, otherwise there's really no direction. Small talk expected, you will get neglected. I don't mean to be rude, but you really have no message. It's all the same in every way. You don't listen, you just think about what you're gonna say. And I give a fuck about this conversation anyway, so why don't I just move along about my day? I'm not anti-social, I'm anti-ignorance. I don't get drunk at clubs and act belligerent. Now I'm not trying to claim that I'm innocent, I'm just saying that's a waste of my time. But I'm a selfish white middle-class American male. I got the system set up for me, so I know I won't fail. I wanna buy the meaning of life, and if it's on sale, you can bet I'll have a coupon.
Dirty skin deep, my ugly comes from the soul. Comes from the soul. Dirty skin deep, my ugly comes from the soul. Comes from the soul. Comes from the soul. Dirty skin deep, my ugly comes from the soul.
Yo, and yes, I'm pretty arrogant and pretty fucking prejudiced. The only time I'm really nice is when I'm on some sedatives. And you can play the blonde dreadlock representative. We're all greedy little bitches by the end of it. Now look, I like to act like an activist, but I still make moves like a capital pig. And most of my thinking I leave to my dick, because he tends to use a little more sense. So I let go on the back of the bus. I got a personal space bubble that's ready to bust. The first mini skirt I see and whoop, I'm ready to fuck. But first I gotta act nice and put up a front. Look, it makes me sick like an ABC sitcom. Bushes eating pork chops, waging wars on Islam. Militant vegans are in the street and getting spit on, wearing Chuck Taylors made by Nike. Sign me.
Dirty skin deep, my ugly comes from the soul.